Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today, we're diving into something a little different, the 14 Pro Max. Now, before you get too excited, this isn't an actual iPhone. It's a generic brand phone that's clearly trying to capture some of that Apple magic. The listing calls it a 14 Pro Max white 128GB factory unlocked, with a triple camera and a 6.7-inch screen. But does it live up to the name it's borrowing? Let's find out. Right off the bat, the specs raise some eyebrows. It claims to run iOS 17, which is interesting considering it's not an Apple product. It also lists a Core i7-1185 G70 processor, which is an Intel chip typically found in laptops, not phones, and a CPU speed of 120 GHz. That's unheard of in the mobile world. Something doesn't quite add up here. It's more likely running a skinned version of Android, designed to mimic iOS. The 6 GB of RAM and 128 GB of storage are decent for a budget phone. But again, we need to take these specs with a grain of salt. The advertised 6.7-inch screen size is appealing, suggesting a large display for media consumption. However, without knowing the screen resolution or panel type, it's hard to judge the actual quality. We'll have to see how it performs in terms of brightness, color accuracy, and sharpness. The mention of a triple camera is equally vague. Without knowing the megapixel count or lens specifications, it's impossible to assess its photographic capabilities. It could be anything from a decent camera setup to a subpar one. The biggest question mark hangs over the factory unlocked claim. Unlocked phones offer flexibility with carriers, but with a generic brand like this, it's crucial to confirm compatibility with your specific network. Make sure to check the supported bands before purchasing. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room, the name. Calling it a 14 Pro Max is a bold move, clearly intended to evoke associations with Apple's flagship device. However, it's important to remember that this is not an iPhone. It's a generic phone trying to capitalize on a well-known brand name. This raises concerns about potential quality issues, software support, and overall performance. If you're on a tight budget and looking for a large screen phone, the 14 Pro Max might seem tempting. However, the conflicting and questionable specs warrant caution. It's essential to manage your expectations and do thorough research before considering this device. Look for reviews from actual users, if you can find any, to get a better understanding of its real-world performance. Don't be swayed by the name alone. Focus on the actual specifications and features and compare them to other budget phones on the market. There are likely better options available from more reputable brands, even at a similar price point. Remember, a flashy name doesn't guarantee a good phone. Do your homework and choose wisely.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.